The discovery that I made in writing Enlightenment Now is that the cause of climate change denial is not scientific ignorance, but rather political tribalism, that climate change got branded a left-wing issue at some point, and therefore people who are hostile to the left for any reason feel that to maintain their loyalty to their coalition, they have to oppose dealing with climate change. At the same time, I also think that there's a great deal of kind of denial on the left, not denial of the fact of climate change or the cause of it in human activity, but rather the best way to mitigate it. And here I'm influenced by the Swedish nuclear engineer Staffan Kvist, who co-authored a book called A Bright Future with Joshua Goldstein, for which I wrote a preface. And I've also co-authored an editorial in the New York Times with Staffan that notes, first of all, that Sweden has the world's best record at reducing emission of greenhouse gases while maintaining a high standard of living. Now, it's crucial to recognize that any solution to climate change has to do both, because the rich countries are not going to decide to become poorer, and poor countries are not going to decide to stay poor. The only way to get rich is to capture energy. Therefore, the solution to climate change is not undoing the Industrial Revolution, degrowing, to use a made-up word, degrowth, returning to a simple agrarian lifestyle. No one's going to do that. Therefore, the solution has to be to rapidly expand abundant, scalable sources of zero carbon energy, for which nuclear power is the only current example. Sweden slashed its carbon emissions by rapidly building out nuclear power plants. In particular, according to a standard design, which makes it affordable. If the privatized model of the United States is followed, and each company builds its own, then it gets bogged down in cost overruns and construction delays. So Sweden is really a model for the world. But there's a lot of denial on the left, including Sweden, based on exaggerated fears of the dangers of nuclear power, ignoring the proven dangers of fossil fuels.